All right, what's up, guys? Thank you for joining today. Just give it a couple more minutes for some people to fall in, and then we'll get right to it. Just a couple of more minutes. Where you guys from? Okay, Tampa. DC is in the house. Atlanta's in the house. Okay, okay. All right, guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I just want to welcome everybody. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Deontay Dukes, the property hustler. I've been hustling property, flipping property for quite some time now. I won't say seasoned, but I got a lot of skin in the game. We've been doing these deals for quite some time. We get land deals for literally pennies on the dollar, and the exit strategy is not to flip these parcels; it's to hold on to it. Um, but that may not be for some of you guys. Your exit strategy might be different. Okay, so I just want to thank you guys for being here. Before we get started, go ahead and put a one in the chat if you're excited to learn how to build real wealth through land banking in these emerging markets. Go ahead and drop a one in the chat for me. Just to let you know, you guys are there. All right. Okay. So we see a lot of people that are interested in learning how to build real wealth. Okay. All right. So today's mission is simple, right? I'm going to show you how to spot hidden opportunities, evaluate land like a seasoned investor, and how to build real assets that grow over time, even if you're starting with limited capital. This session is about clarity, execution, and giving you the blueprint wealthy investors use quietly behind the scenes. So, like Sam Walton, Bill Gates, all of the seasoned investors. What is land banking? Quick check, type land in the chat if you've ever heard of land banking before. If not, this will change how you see wealth forever. I promise you. So, land banking is the strategy of buying land today in areas poised for future growth, then holding it as the region develops. So, waiting on the big boom. It's one of the simplest, most overlooked, and most powerful paths to generational wealth. So if you guys have a pen handy or a pencil handy or a pad handy, write this down. Buy dirt before the boom. Buy dirt before the boom. And that's what it's all about, right? This is the entire philosophy of land banking. The opportunity is not in what's happening today, but in what's about to happen. So all of this plays in a part of doing your due diligence, knowing what the annexations are in that area, and if it's a good area to invest in. So everyone talks about flipping houses, Airbnb, wholesaling. Meanwhile, the wealthiest families like the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, hedge funds, and land developers have been accumulating land quietly for decades. Why? Because land appreciates with almost no unkept, no toilets, no tenants, no renovations, just timing, strategy, and patience. All right. So my journey into land banking. So real spill, real talk. I didn't start with a big bankroll. I wasn't born into a wealthy family. I found land buying because I was tired of working a 9 to 5. I'm a rebel. I don't like authority. I don't like when people telling me when I can take vacations. I don't like when people tell me when I can, take this day off or that day off, or you got a certain amount of sick days and you got this, that, and the third. I just didn't feel freedom. I didn't feel free, and I felt stuck. So I want you guys to put a 2 in the chat if you ever felt that way. If you can resonate and you can feel where I'm coming from. You guys wanting a way out, but not knowing the path, you know? Okay, I understand. All right. So I started researching the markets. I learned how to find undeveloped land, undervalued land, and I watched seasoned investors quietly making moves while everyone else is distracted. It opened my eyes up. Land was something I could actually afford and something I didn't have to babysit. I have to put my eyes on it. That's why I'm here sharing this today. Because once you see the opportunities, you'll understand that anyone can do this with the right blueprint. All right. The top 3 myths of land investing. Does anybody know? Okay. So let's bust 3 myths that hold most people back. And I want you to write this down or, take a mental note. Myth number 1: there's no money in land. That is false. Land has created more quiet multimillionaires than almost any other asset class. Myth number 2: you need big capital. That is very false. You can start for under $1,000 in many counties, especially using tax deeds, over the counter properties, OTC, or seller financing. Myth number 3: it's too risky. False. Land is one of the low maintenance assets you can own, and due diligence dramatically reduces risk. If you ever believed any of these myths, put myth in the chat. The truth is simple, okay? Land is pure ownership, no structure, no repairs, no tenants, no drama. Okay, what are the hidden opportunities in emerging markets? Right now, the greatest opportunity are not in major cities. They're in emerging suburbs, rural counties near booming metros, and secondary markets positioned for explosive growth. So I want you guys to write this down to take a mental note. Follow population growth, follow job creation, follow infrastructure expansion. This is the treasure map of land investors. This is what they follow. When new roads, factory, distribution centers, hospitals, and a mixture of developments are announced, that's when land values begin to rise. The wealthy knows. They know. Developer knows this. Developers knows this. Corporation knows this. Your job is to get it before the boom. That's your job. That's your that's the main objective. Um, that's it. Just to accumulate those properties before the annexation happens. So I want you guys to put a 3 in the chat if you want me to reveal one of these hidden markets later in the webinar. Yes. Okay. So what are the top 10 states are projected to remain the same from 2020 to 2040 with some reordering? So the 10 largest states expected in 2030, you see it here: California, Texas, New York, Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina. And that's the population growth expected, right? The 10 fastest growing states: Utah, Idaho, Texas, Nevada, Florida, Arizona, Washington. And the growth rate, you see the percentages. All right, next. Land banking made simple. All right, so let's break this down. So it's clear and actionable. So write this down and take a mental note. The 4-step land banking formula. And I shouldn't even be giving this out because this is like sacred information. So let's break this down. So it's clear and actionable. And the 4-step formula. Okay, so step 1, choose a growth market. Look for population growth, jobs, highways, and economic expansion. Step number 2, find undervalued land. Use OTC. Anybody knows what OTC is? Over the counter parcels. You want to get that list. You want to go to the auctions. Auctions have great deals. GIS maps. So in order to get the information on a property, you would have to assess those properties or get the information about that property on a GIS map. And you can get that on a county tax website. And prop wealth, tools to analyze your deal. Step 3, negotiate smartly, especially using seller financing. Some deals are $50 down and $50 a month. You don't need banks. You can use seller financing. Step number 4, maximize value with proper due diligence. Check zoning, access, flood zones, comps, and future developments, annexations. If this is making sense, please go ahead and drop a simple in the chat. Go ahead and drop simple in the chat for me if this is all coming together. I love it. I love it. All right, so on this slide, what wealthy investors actually do. So here's the truth. Wealthy people won't tell you unless you're in their circle, no matter what it is. If you're looking for stocks, if you're looking for anything that has to do with investing, or, well, let's keep it real, right? So if you go up to a wealthy billionaire and you ask them how to get rich, most of the time they're going to give you a vague answer. They're going to say, hey, I do real estate. Hey, I do this. Hey, I do that. They're not going to tell you I failed 10 times. They're not going to give you the actual blueprint. Okay. So it's your job to get all of the information and take many steps from those who are wealthy. So the things that they're, so what Warren Buffett has done. He's not going to tell you the exact blueprint, but he's going to give you little pieces, and it's up to you to bring other pieces, which is knowledge and action, and put it together to make a picture. Does that make sense? Okay. So here's a couple of things that they do. They buy land early, and this is pertaining to land. So they buy land early, they buy land cheap, they use tax strategies, they buy from distressed sellers, auctions, and OTC lists. So what is OTC? Over the counter properties. They also hold until the area matures. So I keep saying this over and over, buy and hold until the annexation plans that development. So I want you guys to write this down or put this in your memory. Land multiplies wealth when others are sleeping on it. Land multiplies wealth when others are sleeping on it. So if you're ready to think like an investor, you're ready to move like an investor, and you're ready to take action, because we can accumulate knowledge all day. We can say we know this, we know that, but if that knowledge isn't applied action, then it's just knowledge. So I want you guys to type wealth in the chat. Yes. And another thing, right? So leverage tax advantages. So wealthy landowners use tax breaks like 1031 exchanges and deductions. Another thing, deals acquired from auctions and tax liens produce 3 times to 5 times return on investment. And lastly, the community is filled with land investors growing real wealth. All right. Is this all making sense? Let me know now. We can stop, and I can clarify a little bit more, because this is what it's all about. Okay? Okay. All right, next. Exclusive county drop. Land tip of the year. All right, here's the surprise. The land tip of the year. Put I'm staying in the chat if you're still with me. Put I'm staying in the chat if you guys are still with this. All right. So here's a county 95% of people are sleeping on, where land is still growing under $1,000, but the infrastructure is being developed fast. So let's spotlight DeSoto County in Mississippi. Mississippi. So over 6.5% annual population growth in DeSoto County, Mississippi. Massive logistics expansion thanks to Mississippi spillover. I'm sorry, not Mississippi. Memphis spillover, because it's right there on the borderline of Mississippi and Memphis. So new highways and commercial developments, affordable rural land with high upside. So write this down and take a mental note. DeSoto County equals growth plus affordability plus timing. I'm gonna say it again. DeSoto County equals growth plus affordability plus timing. If this already looks like an opportunity to you, type DeSoto in the chat. Go ahead and drop the word DeSoto in the chat if it looks like an opportunity for you guys. Nice. Nice. All right. Next. The flip blueprint, turning $800 into $12,000. All right. So let's go ahead and give you a real example. So this parcel that you see, I bought an over-the-counter OTC parcel for 800 bucks. No improvements needed, no rehab, no tenants, just strategy. I sold that same parcel later for $12,000. That's a 5 times return on that parcel, on that sale. If you would love to pull a win like this, go ahead and type I want a deal in the chat. I want a deal in the chat. Go ahead and drop that. So I hear a lot of people talking about why they're talking about REITs, real estate investment trust. REITs are good, but it's something that you have to understand about REITs. Most people buy REITs for real estate exposure, but REITs are stock market dependent. You don't have control. You can't control the asset. You don't own the land. You're just buying shares and picking shares what the owner owns, the property that the owner owns. You don't you own paper. So write this down or take a mental note. Own dirt, not paper. Own dirt, not paper. All right, land banking gives you real ownership. Real ownership. Growing up just a little backstory. So growing up, I was homeless. I was staying with different individuals, renting out apartments, renting out homes, but I never felt ownership because my dream was to own my own land, to live off the land, to be self-sufficient. That was just my dream. Okay, that may not be, the dream of everybody else, but and this is the reason why I do what I do. This is why I like land so much. This is why I have this mind frame of gathering all this information and sharing this information, the ins and outs, what to do, what not to do, have an extra strategy, this, that, and the third, right? So in all of that, this is how I created this whole system. And I wanted to share it with you guys. So that's a little backstory with me. Even if you're in an apartment or a house that you don't own, or you're renting, or you're staying with somebody, focus on real ownership. Focus on real ownership. Um, that's my suggestion because you want something that you can enjoy while you're living, while you're still, and you can do it at any age. Um, you just want to enjoy the benefits of it. And land banking gives you real ownership. You control the exit. You control the appreciation. You control the legacy. And that's what it's all about, leaving a legacy for, the ones when because you're not going to live forever. Okay. So, and I'm not going to live for, we're not going to live forever. So you want to leave something for whoever, your family. So I want you guys to type ownership in the chat if that speaks to you in a different way. Go ahead and type ownership in the chat for me. Great. I see a lot of people that wants ownership. And it's not even about uh I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to give you guys the honest truth. I'm not here to sell you guys. I'm not here to do anything. I'm not here to twist your arm. Um, it is what it is. Um, yeah, that's what gets me excited every day. All right. So we have a free bonus for being here. So as a thank you for joining today in this today's training, when you enroll, you'll receive my Secrets to Wealth ebook. Absolutely free. Free 99. It includes checklists, deal criteria, research tools, and everything you need to start your land banking journey. So if you love the real value, go ahead and type free in the chat. FREE. Free. So it requires the right mindset, patience, financial literacy, and ability to leverage opportunities for growth. Wealth starts with mindset and vision. Own assets, not just income. Use leverage and timing strategically. Build and protect your legacy. All right. Wealth is built by owning assets. Think long term and using smart strategies, guys. That's what's important. All right. So we're about to move into the Q&A. So start dropping your questions in the chat. Any questions is welcome. I'm here to help. I'm here to help I'm here to help make it make sense. The entire progress, the entire process, so you can move forward confidently. So go ahead and drop what you have. No questions? How long did it take? Jessica Dixon says, how long did it take for you to, on your first deal, to make your $12,000? That's a good question. So it actually took me, because again, it's all about your exit strategy. I wasn't looking to hold and wait for the boom or anything like that. This property was actually in a subdivision, and um there were homes being built in the subdivision. So I seen it as an opportunity to make a quick flip. So I was like, hey, these houses are going for like 300 to 500,000. And I could have sold it for more, but it's still a win. And I wasn't greedy. I was just trying to, stick and move. So that's just basically what it was. So it took about 6 months for me to move it, realistically. So about 6 months. Yep. And I walk you through the whole process, step by step. All right. Do you need a lot of money to get started? Again, you don't need a lot of capital. You don't have to be a multi-millionaire investor to invest in land. Land is going for cheap, depending on where you go, depending on your exit strategy, depending on what you're looking. You got to know what you're looking at, because some of this land is trash land. Some of this land is swamp land. Some of this land is landlocked, meaning there's no access to it. So that's what you want to look for. You want to look for land that you have that's easily accessible. So that way you don't have to worry about paying for a paved road. You don't have to worry about none of that. All right? Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So, in this introduction to land banking, I have a course. Now, for those of you who are serious about building long-term wealth, I want to introduce land banking, the land banking course, land banking 101. This isn't just training; it's a complete system that I've created, and it took a long time for us to create this. It took us blood, sweat, and tears. And when I tell you, like literally blood, sweat, and tears, literally blood, sweat, and tears to create this whole system to help you. It's for you. Well, it's for us because I'm using these tools as well. So it's not like I created a system and I don't use the system. No, I still land bank. I still go to these auctions. I still get these properties over the counter. I still have an exit strategy and I buy and sell. That's the whole thing. I buy and sell. I use these strategies. I practice what I preach, right? So there's no fluff, no BS, no scamming or no stringing you along. I'm building a team of winners, property hustlers that are on the same wavelength of the mindset of I want generational wealth. So with this package, this includes land banking certification. Once you're done with the course, you get a land banking certification, step-by-step video lessons, the exclusive step-by-step to video lessons, the templates, worksheets, contracts, due diligence, tools, live coaching sessions, private community access, land alerts sent directly to you, so you have it firsthand, and a 3-day land tour. So we all get together, go out, check out the land, depending on if we'll go out and go to an auction and actually, get busy on the land, get busy on purchasing the land at an actual county auction. So that'll be a great experience. We'll have a whole excursion. We'll have it laid out for you guys. We're giving away swag bags. We're giving away gifts. We have dinner, um, the whole 9 yards. So I want you guys to put course in the chat if you want more information. Go ahead and drop course in that chat, in the chat. All right. So your investment in wealth creation. The full value of this program is $3,478.82. But today you can join for $497 one time, $47 per month, or $564 annually. I mean, it's 100% risk free with a money back guarantee. If you want to step into ownership and secure your wealth future, type ready in the chat. Go ahead and drop ready in the chat. Yep, 100% risk free. Okay. All right. Finally, land is being bought right now as we speak. Now by people who move decisively. The question is, will you be one of them people? Obviously, you wanted some type of change or some type of direction to go when it comes to investing or your 9 to 5 job. I'm tired of working under the man with his foot on my neck and telling me what to do, telling me how to do it, controlling me by paying me pennies on a dollar. This is your moment. Secure your spot, unlock your bonuses, and start your land banking journey today. So I want you guys to click the link to enroll. So I'm going to attach the link. Go ahead and click the link. It should be in the bio or in this under this video. So click the link below to enroll, and I want you guys to type now in the chat if you're ready to own your future. Go ahead and type now in the chat if you guys are ready to own your future. All right. And once you guys enroll, I'm going to give you a step-by-step video on how to go through the process. The website is called Prop Wealth. That's PROP Wealth, WEALTH.org. So that's propwealth.org. Then once you get there, I'll walk you through how to get started. All right. Any more questions? All right, guys, it was a pleasure. That was my time. And this like I said again, this is all about being strategic. It's all about being serious and being focused on how you want your future to look. At the end of the day, it's all about money, right? At the end of the day, because we need money to survive. But before money, there was land. And these people used the land to survive. So put that in your memory. We'll check back and we'll go ahead and get your future started. All right. It was a pleasure, guys. Your wealth journey starts now. And I'll see you guys inside.